Good afternoon. Kim Lewis with the California Coalition for Youth, supporting the Alliance's social worker increase as well as the THP Plus expansion for homeless youth. What I would add to this conversation is that the state only spends $1.3 million on homeless youth programs in this entire state, and it's actually under the Office of Emergency Services. So that is all we spend for this population, and I feel like this is a small, modest ask in comparison to where we spend a lot of our funding in Health and Human Services, and I will defer to the rest of my colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you. Next witness.
Madam Chairman, Senators, my name is Jamie Fontaine. I'm Associate Director of Programs at Larkin Street Youth Services, and I have the privilege of having the THP Plus program under part of my programming. I would like to remind everyone that the housing stocks in San Francisco have tripled in the past 5 years, and the jobs you hear from this new economy are out of reach of our young people because of a skills gap. So it costs more money to get our young people skilled up to take these entry-level jobs, and rents are going $5,000 for a two-bedroom apartment.
Oh my God.
So welcome to San Francisco, and we strongly support the $30 million increase for THP Plus. Thank you.
You leave your heart and your wallet.
Hello, my name is Justin Sajal, and I'm here on behalf of the THC Plus program. And I'm a foster youth. I've been a foster youth since I was 5, and I'm still in the THC Plus program. And growing up is really difficult, and becoming an adult is even worse. And if I'm still growing up myself, So if without the THC program, I don't know where I'd be right now. I could be dead or even on the street. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming today and sharing. Appreciate you.
Hello, my name is Alexis Berries, an AB 12 graduate and now THP Plus eligible. I'm here to support the budget proposal on THP Plus. I've been in foster care since I was 2 and have since overcome many obstacles. I've taken advantage of THPP at the age of 16, in which in return helped me graduate from high school early. I've graduated from AB 12, and now that I'm eligible for THP Plus, I cannot access the service because of lack of funding. My short-term goal is to become a juvenile probation officer, and long-term become a juvenile justice attorney. Without the help of THP Plus, I am in danger of not furthering my education, not securing employment, becoming homeless, and worst of all, becoming incarcerated. I'm here again to support this for myself and all the youth in need. I hope you can too. Thank you.
And tell me what county you're in.
I'm in Sacramento County, but I come from San Mateo County.
Thank you very much.
You.
And the previous young man who acknowledges that growing up is hard, what county are you in? Sacramento County. Thank you both for coming. Appreciate it. Next witness, 30 seconds.
Hi, my name is Jaleesa Mesvin, and I work with the SPIRANet and the Transitional Housing Program. I'm just here to advocate for the increase in THP. I think that youth have there's a gap after they graduate a group home or a foster home, and I'm not saying it's from a lack of effort, but from my perspective, I hear that THP costs too much. It costs too much. It costs too much. But how much is it going to cost when those youth are incarcerated or homeless? So I just ask that you guys strongly consider increasing the funds for THP housing because it's needed. And like Justin said, it's hard being an adult.
Thank you very much. Next witness.
Good afternoon. My name is Maria Barron. I'm a social worker with SPIRANet, so yay for the social worker increase. But more importantly, I had another youth here. He had to get to his job at Starbucks. He's a barista, had to be there at 4 o'clock. He did write a statement. Is it possible if I read it very quickly?
Very quickly, and then give it to the sergeant so we can have it.
Absolutely. With the SPIRANet through their THP, I have been granted a second chance in my development. I'm going to get shaky now. As an adult in independence, while not anyone can get into the program, only those who put 100% in get it back tenfold. Had I not been offered this opportunity, I would certainly either be on the streets or with my foster mother, of whom I have a strained relationship with. SPIRANet has encouraged and driven me to excel and prosper through being genuine and true to those around me. By being this way, I can succeed in my journey to adulthood. My team supports me, and I do my best to support them because they make a profound difference in my life every day and every moment, and for that I am eternally grateful. Dennis Sands.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Vernon Brown, CEO for SPIRANet, and I want to thank the chair for her ongoing support, and you get it, right? And besides my Me Too, it's time that we take that $88 million and invest in the bus, you know, because we know who's on the bus. But let's invest in that bus, and so we're all equal in that regard. And so I would ask for our support around investing in all of those. It's been 15 years. You know, you take that, divide that 15 years worth of lack of investment, and it's only $6 million, right?
Thank you. My name is Selena Liu, and I am from 5 Acres in Los Angeles County. I am the Adoption, Foster Care, and Intensive Treatment Foster Care Program Supervisor. I am in support of the $18.9 million increase for the social work component of FFA. A lot has been said today about reducing time in group home care for kids, and a huge component of that is our 24/7 availability. And foster families strongly rely on us being able to be there for them for every call, and $15.13 an hour is too little to expect that. And on the other hand, they also expect that the person who's going to accept that call is going to know what they're doing, some wisdom and experience, and we cannot retain people with that experience to adequately answer those calls at that rate. Thank you.
And again, out of respect for the people still in line, I would ask you to be as brief as possible. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, I'm Dr. Laura Heinz, CEO of Stanford Youth Solutions. We provide intensive treatment and standard treatment foster care here in Sacramento, and I'm in support of the foster care rate increase. I've had 100% turnover in my social workers, which impacts my kids in relationship to their permanency plans and their treatment. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Chair, although she's gone, and member Jonathan Nelson, also with Stanford Youth Solutions, and also on behalf of my family here in support of the social work rate increase. I grew up in a family of 18 of the 16 children, 15 were adopted, including myself. Most were disabled, and almost all, including myself, came through the foster care system. And so we grew up seeing the best and the very worst of the social care system. And the social workers were the very best, but they pay an enormous price every single day. We watch them burn out. And so how can we not pay a little bit more to do what's right? Thank you.
Thanks for being here today. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Elliot Robinson. I'm the Director of Social Services in Monterey County. And just to start off, me too with everything. But that being said, I am here to speak specifically to the foster parent training, recruitment, and support request. And specifically, as we look forward to reducing the number of children in congregate care, it's imperative that we start off by creating the resources and the training and support for foster parents to do the job that we expect them to do, and relative caregivers to be there. And that resource is one of the important tools to get to that goal. So thank you.
Thank you. And Director, thank you for being here today. I know you covered some miles to be here, so thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Steve Thompson with Environmental Alternatives. Our agency strongly advocates for increased funding to the THP Plus program, and we thank you for your consideration.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Tia Orr here on behalf of the Service Employees International Union. To be brief, we support all 4 proposals, specific emphasis and support for the foster care recruitment proposal by CWDA.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Sylvia DePorto, Child Welfare Director for San Francisco City and County. And I'm here to support the $30 million increase for foster parents, recruitment, services, and retention. You've already heard how expensive it is to live in the Bay Area, and in order to be able to support our foster parents, we really need to have an ability to provide services that enhance their ability to keep them in their homes and take care of them adequately. And as a waiver county, a new waiver county, we have a lot of activity and strategies trying to explore ways to support our foster parents right now, but this is something that the entire state needs because we place kids all over the state of California.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm Tracy Shira. I'm the Assistant Director of Social Services in San Luis Obispo County. Me too. However, we believe that all children, every single child deserves a family, and we're here to tell you that we support the recruitment and retention and training of families so that we can find those homes and then support them to take good care of our children. Thank you.
And thanks for your travel today as well.
Danny Morris, Deputy Director, Madera County Social Services. Me too as well, related to the recruitment and retention of foster parents and relatives, mainly foster relatives, as children with relatives sustain and have the support of family, and they know the family they're with, and so ensuring that the families have the support to move forward and help the youth move forward to a promising future. So I thank you in support of that.
Thank you for being here today.
Devin Anderson on behalf of San Mateo County, here today in support of the $30 million augmentation request for foster parent recruitment and retention. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Martha Guerrero, representing the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors in support of the Relative and Foster Care Recruitment and Retention Support Program, the CWDA's proposal. We have over 18,000 children in Los Angeles County in out-of-home care and just 3,700 homes and 9,200 beds for them. We are in desperate need and doing aggressive outreach efforts, specifically to law enforcement and healthcare professionals, because of the extreme needs that these children have, mental health needs, and the special supports they need at home. So we urge that you fund this proposal. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Jay Berlin from Alternative Family Services. We're an FFA in the Bay Area and in Sacramento. I'm speaking on the FFA social worker item. Please remember that this is really about the safety and well-being of children. It's not really about social workers. What keeps me and my colleagues up at night is, what are we missing? Do we have a stable, well-trained workforce that's going to pick up on what's happening in those foster homes? We have a sacred responsibility for the care of these kids, and we're getting to the point of such an unstable workforce that I'm fearful that we can guarantee the safety and well-being of those kids. It's really about the kids. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Jim Roberts, founder and CEO of Family Care Network, serving Monterey, San Luis Obispo, and Santa Barbara counties. And I'm here in support of really all of the above. But I really want to make an emphasis. CCR is making a wonderful shift to home-based services, and we can testify firsthand that in San Luis Obispo County, by using therapeutic foster care, wraparound, and other home-based services, we've reduced group home placements by over 70%. But we need social workers. I've lost 20 in less than 2 years to government agencies, and so that social work rate increase is really vital if we're going to have a strong FFA network.
Thanks for being here today. Appreciate it.
John Peel, Concept 7, Los Angeles, Riverside, Orange, and San Bernardino counties, here to speak about the need for increase for the social workers. They are the ones that navigate the pathway to permanency, safety, and well-being for these children. And since there's a big focus on how are we going to get this, what is it now, $89 million that you were talking about, I think CCR is going to end up showing a modest reduction in the number of placements in group homes, and even a modest reduction will net out $9 million, not for the year, a month. $9 million a month, and that's just a modest reduction. That will give us $100 million. You can fund all 4 of these things by the end result of CCR, not ahead of time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mary Frame with Walden Family Services. We serve the Inland Empire, San Bernardino, Riverside, LA, and San Diego. To make it very short, keeping social workers keeps families, which gets kids home. And when we've seen over half of our social workers leave, it's really hard for that stability for those kids. And then helping them process the loss instead of helping them process go home.
Thank you very much.
Nicole Wertelman on behalf of the Alameda County Board of Supervisors and Ventura County Board of Supervisors, also supporting the foster care recruitment, retention, and support.
Thank you.
Stephanie Ivler, Director of the Foster Care and Adoptions Division for Bienvenidos, serving 4 Southern California counties, 240 foster children and 95 families. Please help us retain those foster care social workers so that our children understand that they matter.
Thank you very much.
Amy Heilman from Children's Bureau of Southern California, serving Los Angeles County, Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino, and we're in support of the FFA interim rate increase. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Good afternoon. My name is Anna Eichel. I'm the Vice President of Foster Care and Adoption with Crittenton Services in Southern California. We also service 5 counties, and I am here in support of the proposal for the social work increase in pay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Stephanie Benvenuto, also with Crittenton, so ditto what my colleague said.
Thank you.
Jackie Reithizer, representing the California Alliance of Child and Family Services. We do support all of the proposals, but specifically the FFA increase, because the turnover in many of our agencies is 100% yearly, and the children and the families are the ones that are constantly being hurt. The #1 complaint of foster family agency, foster parents, the turnover. I'm also today speaking on behalf of Rebecca Gonzalez from the National Association of Social Workers who had to leave, and she also throws her strong support in the FFA rate increase because she represents all social workers, but it's the FFA social workers that do not have the funding to continue to work for the FFAs. They are leaving to the counties, the prisons, and education, and hospitals.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for hearing all of these proposals that CWDA supports. I just wanted to put a marker by the Corporation for Supportive Housing and Housing California's proposal. The first option for any kid isn't foster care or relative care. It's to go home to their biological family. And we know we have biological families who are doing the yeoman's job of dealing with the underlying cause of the abuse. They might kick an addiction. They might deal with their parenting problems and concerns that the court has had, but they can't go home because they can't find an affordable place to live. So I wanted to make sure, because biological parents have a hard time coming to testify you, so I'm in line on their behalf and just wanted to put a marker by that.
Great, thank you, appreciate it.
Susanna Niffen with Children Now, just here to support the FFA social worker rate increase as well as CWDA's retention and recruitment proposal.
Thank you very much. Looks like the end. Do we have that? Looks like it for public testimony. I want to thank the panel members for joining us today and for the respective open budget items you testified on, and to thank all of those who were here today for your patience in sticking around to weigh in on these last but very important agenda items for today. We are holding them open. We are done for today's proceeding. Thank you all. We'll stand in adjournment. I want to also thank our sergeants for their always attentive and helpful service. Thank you.